Israel's conflict with the Arabs dates back to the book of Genesis. Despite attempts to alter or obscure this fact, the truth remains clear. The conflict involving Israel traces back to the narrative of Adam and Eve, where Eve's punishment for disobedience is specifically outlined. This punishment plays a significant role in explaining the Middle East conflict. Eve's punishment was that she would desire her husband, and he would rule over her. These dynamics persist to this day, and the only way to break this curse is by returning to God. Eve symbolizes the priest and spiritual leader, while Adam represents the king and leader in the physical world. In the Bible, Israel is depicted as feminine. Eve was responsible for the spiritual atmosphere in the garden, while Adam maintained physical order. This is why the command was given to Adam before Eve was created. The serpent targeted Eve because of her spiritual sensitivity. God's plan is evident here. He promised Hagar that her son would become the father of a nation and named him Ishmael. When God names someone, a blessing is attached to it. The name Ishmael means God hears. Genesis 17 verse 20 reads, "And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him, and will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation." Multiplying someone exceedingly and making a great nation from a single person is not merely a blessing for survival, but a blessing to thrive and lead. The Arab population stands at 473 million, while the Jewish population is 16 million. Arabs collectively own 13 million square kilometers of land, whereas Jews own 0.022 million square kilometers. Why did God choose not to prosper Israel in land and population? The answer is simple. Just as Eve was created with a smaller physical frame, Israel was also meant to be smaller in the physical world. Israel is not a nation of kings but a nation of priests, like Eve. In Exodus 19 God says, "And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests, and a holy nation." Just as Eve desired Adam's power, a priest disconnected from God longs for the power of a king. This desire led Sarah to send Ishmael away when she recognized the king within him. Likewise, this same longing for kingship drove Jacob to seize both the blessing and birthright from his brother Esau. The priest is chosen to connect with the glory of God, and when he does, the king will naturally align with him. However, if the priest is not connected to God's glory, the king will live in hostility with him and seek to suppress him. The priest cannot form an alliance to suppress the king. God will judge anyone who aligns with the priest for this purpose, as it hinders his plan, which is ultimately to draw the priest closer to him. God uses the king to apply necessary pressure, compelling the priest to seek and tap into his glory. This spiritual dynamics is often unrecognized by both priests and biblical scholars, yet it aligns with the Torah. When Israel accepts the Messiah, God's glory will rest upon Israel, and kings will be drawn to the glory. Isaiah 60:3 says, "And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising." According to the Torah and the Bible, Israel can never rule the world because it is a nation of priests, not a nation of kings. The only true path to leadership is through the Messiah from the lineage of King David, Jesus Christ. If he is rejected, the alternative would be ruling through an alliance with the Antichrist. Subscribe to Prophetic Insights to learn more about the biblical perspective on end-time events. Thanks for watching.